Hi, Greg Griffiths here from Ivanhoe Cycles, and this is the 2018 Dirt E mountain bike from Giant. The E part of it indicates that it has an electric motor. So we have a motor by Yamaha, so the motorcycle company have built the electric motor here, and this section of the frame here contains the battery. So but it's just a matter of sliding it out. It's a 36 volt lithium ion battery, quite powerful, and allows the rider to have electric assistance when they're riding. So apart from the large section here where the battery is and the motor at the bottom, it looks pretty much like a mountain bike, and it is a mountain bike. It's made to be ridden off-road, although a bit like four-wheel drive cars, many mountain bikes never see the off-road, but around Melbourne there's many bike trails and places to ride recreationally that's not strictly mountain bike riding, but a bike like this enables you to ride up a hill at the same speed as you ride on the flat. So it's a really nice feature, not just for sports cyclists either, I guess, but for anyone who's perhaps a little older but still wants to be active and ride a bike but is a bit daunted by the hills, or people who haven't been in cycling that long and haven't got the hardness and fitness that comes from years of cycling. A bike like this can be of real assistance. Or if you want to ride some longer distances with friends that's really beyond your fitness range, a bike like this can assist you because you can be assisted by the motor. So it's just a matter of, we have a screen here on the handlebar. Turn it on. The screen here tells we have on Eco. Push the button up, Basic, Active, Sport and Power. So they're the different power levels depending on how much assistance you do want. On Power, it has maximum input from the motor, so decreases the runtime. Consequently, on the lower settings, Basic or Eco, the battery runtime will be much longer, but you'll have less assistance from the motor. And the other features on the screen, it tells you obviously speed, the battery percentage that's available, and the trip time. The Giant system is far superior to many of the others where you get this sudden jerk of power which can be a little dangerous, especially if you're going slowly and you've got the wheels slightly turned, you get a sudden onslaught of power. It can be a bit dangerous, but this is a really steady progressive engagement of the motor, so it's quite safe and works really well. It does legally, it's got a speed restriction, so at around 28 kilometres an hour the motor cuts out, but most mountain bike riding is done less than that speed anyway, so it works really well. Apart from the electric features, it also, as I mentioned, is a mountain bike, so regular gears, regular hydraulic disc brakes, has the boost front hubs which are the stronger system. It's a wider hub than normal wheels. Large diameter disc rotors, has large 2.6 inch tyre on the front and also 2.6 on the rear. 40 psi, so they're not made to have super high pressure, but because of the diameter of the tyre there's a lot of give in the tyre, so there's a lot of comfort and traction gain just from the sheer size of the tyre, so they don't require super high pressure. Rider comfort is also one of the benefits of that lower pressure. So really nice mountain bike in its own right, but with the electric motor it's something that's going to benefit many more people. It means you can ride up hills easy, so that can be either on a bike path or riding with friends, or if you do go out in the bush. They've got quite a long range with the battery. How long that depends on how much you pedal and the setting you have it on, whether you have low, medium, high, those sort of things. But you know, if you charge it once a week, if you ride daily, that's probably adequate. So to charge the battery, it's just a matter of peeling the flap back. The socket just plugs in. Plug the other end into the wall and it charges and indicates on the indicator here the battery condition as it increases its charge. Another nice feature of this bike, it has a dropper seat post, so as we push this lever here on the handlebar, the seat post will go back up. So if you are riding it as a mountain bike, you can have the seat post down for when you're descending hills, so you have a lower centre of gravity. Helps keep the weight low so that the bike is much safer when you're going downhill. So a really nice bike. Mid-price range, I guess, for mountain bikes and for electric bikes. It looks a little more conventional than many bikes, the battery being incorporated into the frame rather than being on the back in a pannier rack or underneath or filling in the frame. It just means it looks a little more normal. It does ride quite normally. It's a little heavier, of course, but the handling of the bike is not that much different from a regular bike. So if you're interested in something like this, whether it's for use as a mountain bike or you just need something to assist you, this or any of the other mountain bikes from Giant with the electric motors might be worth having a look at. There is 4 or 5 at least in the range, so drop in and have a look. Thank you.